Hello and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to carry on rebuilding my 1999 GSXR 600. If you're not seeing the rest of the build series, click the link in the description and that will take you back to the start. So I'm now going to fit the new indicators to the fairings. What I've done here is I've shortened these. They came with some plugs on that we don't need to use, so I've cut them off. And I've also cut the cables off the original indicators because these are broken, I can't use them, and I'm keeping these so they're the same as the rear indicators. So what I need to do is mount the indicators and then join them to these plugs on the fairing. So here's the left side fairing to start with. So I need to use the grey plug for that one. So if I remove the old indicator housing, so what I need to do is line up the fairing so I can get the indicator in the correct position. So that is the indicator. That is in line with the oval. And then on the inside it's like that. So I'll do the same on this one. So now that is that one installed. So this one's the right side fairing, so I need to install the black plug. So that is a waterproof join. Even though this plug is not waterproof, I've made that one so it is. And then what I'm going to do is just slide this over the whole lot. So if I cut that out there. So that looks just the right length. So that is now ready to plug in. So I'll do the same on the other side. So same again. So indicator is tightened in the correct position. So same again, I'm going to sleeve over the whole lot. So that is the second indicator done. So now I'm going to plug these in and make sure they all work. So that's the fairing laid next to the bike, plugged in. So you can see they're both working, both look the same. And I'll just put on the right indicator. Same that side. So I'm now ready to put the fairings back on. I've had a bit of a failure with the stickers. The stickers turned up, slightly different blue. Not really happy with them, so I'm going to put the fairings on. These scratches at the bottom here are quite tucked underneath the bike, but for now I can go ahead, put the fairings back on the bike and hopefully get the bike finished. So that is the side fairings all on and tight, looking good, and I'm now going to work on these front infill pieces. A little bit fiddly, there's a few clips and a few screws. As you'll see, they're a little bit awkward to get on. So now moving on to the mirrors, they've now turned up. So these bolt all the way through the front fairing and the front fairing stay. So it's quite a long stud on them, and that holds it all together. So these were actually new mirrors I got, and yeah, they look pretty good and they look original. So at the start of the build, I gave the chain a good clean, but I didn't put any lube or anything on it because I knew I'd be doing it later and I'd be handling the chain as well. So now I'm just giving it a quick clean and then giving it a final lube. So now on with the chain guard. This is the original chain guard. I actually had to shorten this slightly because there's a little bit of damage on the end and I couldn't find another one. I didn't like the aftermarket one, so yeah, this is the original chain guard, just shortened by sort of ½ inch and then sprayed. So now on with the newly repainted heel guards. So this is the standard size UK number plate. So this will pass the MOT with this number plate. And again, keeping the bike original. All I need to do now is just put a small reflector in the bottom corner to make it pass the UK MOT. So I'm now putting the original tank stay underneath the rear pillion seat. So again, this was resprayed. It's a bit of a state, as you'd have seen in my last video. It's now looking back to how it should do. And then I'll just put the bike on charge, and then that's that part done. So I found in a previous video, both of these had blown. They're only working on the high beam. So yeah, they're in the bin. And I've got a new set here, so I can replace both of them and get them working again. Again, these are pretty easy to install. You just take the rubber boot off the back, pull the plug off. There's a securing pin, much like it is on a car. And then obviously just a reverse to put them back in. So that's the lights working. That is everything now back on the bike. The bike is on charge. A few little touch-up bits I need to do, but that is the bike now complete. So I'm going to get it outside, get it started, and we'll take it for its MOT. So here it is outside for the first time in a while and looking pretty good. Overall, I'm really happy with everything. So yeah, let's get it started and see how it sounds. That is my 1999 GSXR 600 now complete. So I'm going to get my gear on and take it for an MOT and see how I get on. So if you join me in the next video where I will be taking it for its first ride. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. If you want to see this build series from the start, you can click the link in description. I'll see you next time.